Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about electricity, which is a topic given in your science physics portion. So before we learn about this electricity, we see few application. Okay, we see that so many appliances are working in our homes, in hospitals, airports, okay, and all the public places which works on electricity. And we know also this electricity is generated through water, through wind, through solar energy, through atoms, and so many kind of forms are there. So this we can understand that this means electricity is a form of energy, okay, that we get from various sources in which we convert one form of energy to the electrical energy. Okay, so what is this electricity? Okay, so if you see this word electricity, you can relate this word somehow with electron. Okay, see this electricity, that means there is something which is related to electron. That is why this word is made of electricity. Okay, so in our textbook, the definition what is given, what is electricity? It is rate of flow of charges. What? This is rate of flow of charges. So forget this word rate of flow for a minute and we will focus here this word charges. Okay, so what are charges? We know that charges are of two types, positive and negative. Okay, the particles which consist positive charge, they are positively charged, and the particles which consist negative charge, they are negatively charged. Okay, so this is rate of flow of charges. So what kind of charges, positive or negative? There is very interesting things here. At that time when electricity was discovered, we were not knowing about the electron. So people thought that this is the flow of proton, but now we know that this is the flow of electron. Okay, and electron is negatively charged. How? So you can ask or you should think that, ma'am, why this only electron? Why this is not protonicity? Why this is not flow of proton? We see here. In your class 9, you have learned the structure of atom. Okay, what is an atom? Which consists a nucleus, okay, and nucleus consists proton and neutron. Okay, that means proton and neutron are situated inside the nucleus and electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Okay, there are three subatomic particles in atom: proton, neutron and electron. So these proton and neutrons are situated or bounded with the nucleus. They are not free to move, but electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a particular orbit. That means these proton and neutrons are not free to move. So they cannot move, so they cannot generate electricity also. But these electrons are free to move. That is why these electrons are responsible for the generation of electricity. I hope that you understood this. Okay. Now, so this is rate of flow of charges. Now we know that electrons are negatively charged. Okay. And how much charge they contain? One electron contains 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This means one electron contains 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. And you know this, that one proton contains 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb, same charges but in opposite. Okay, here electron is negatively charged. So this is negative 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is a unit of charge. Okay, so if the total amount of charges we calculate for the flow of electricity, this will be represented by the capital letter Q. So if there are n number of electrons which are flowing, so the total charges will be there n into E. Okay, means if there are 2 electrons are flowing, then the total charge will be 2 into 1 point into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. If 3 electrons are flowing, then 3 into same value. If 4 electrons are flowing, then 4 into same value, okay, and so on. So now if we calculate the electric current, okay, electricity means flow of electric current. So this electric current is given by the total amount of charge which is flowing in per unit of time. What does it mean? It means that if t equal to 1 second, then total current will be the total amount of charge which is flowing. That is why it is called the electric current is a total amount of charges which is flowing in per unit of time through a cross section of a wire or whatever conductor we are using, okay. So this will be I equal to Q, and the unit of electric current is ampere, okay. This unit is given after the name of a scientist, Andre Marie. So this is called ampere, and you know the unit of charge also, which is coulomb. And if you see this is ampere. So there are so many small units also, like milliampere, which is 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, and microampere, which is 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. So I hope that you understood about this, the basics of this electricity. Next we will learn the few numericals related to this topic, and here I finish my topic. Thank you very much. I hope that you understood this.